Hey guys, what's up? This is Bluswept,
I'm Richard.
and that's Princess Pete, and today we're here to talk about more gaming news. And we're starting off with the Vinvetti, and please forgive me if I screw this up, Vinvetti hostile takeover of Ubisoft. The basics behind that story are the company Vinvetti is trying to buy stocks of Ubisoft so that they can take over the company. Ubisoft is trying to prevent it by selling stocks to private investors so that their company doesn't get taken over by Vinvetti.
They should just open up their stocks and let gamers buy their stocks.
Yeah, I mean, I totally would. I mean,
I would do it.
Who are,
I don't know anything about stocks, but I would buy them.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want... Vinvetti already crashed and burned another company doing the same tactic.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's why Ubisoft doesn't want to get in on that. I want to say it was Activision that they crashed and burned.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Moving on to The Division.
Yes. Speaking of The Division, Ubisoft has come out and confirmed that there will be no microtransactions in The Division. I was reading up on it, and there was clearly a definition between microtransactions and DLC. Microtransactions are when you use real money to buy in-game money to then go and buy more things in-game using the in-game money. For them, their DLC is going to be content and vanity items where you use real money to buy the DLC. You're buying the content and the vanity items directly with your own money. You're not buying them with in-game money. So, which is actually really nice because I'm getting tired of microtransactions. Destiny put one in there and it's not the greatest thing in the world.
Well, and that begs the question, will microtransactions continue to be a trend in modern video games? Because you've seen games like Destiny, they've fallen prey to microtransactions, and some people love it, some people hate it, because I personally don't like spending real money on video games, but if it's for something cool, then yeah.
I like to spend money on content, like actual missions and like helping to fund a raid. Like I think vanity items like the dancing in Destiny and the vanity items in The Division should be like reward based in game. Like you just get them as you play the game. You shouldn't have to pay for them unless you're buying, like as The Division's doing, a DLC pack. Like you're buying the firefighter pack or the paramedic pack or the policeman pack. Like that's like a pack of things. It comes with a gun, it comes with vanity items. That's a thing. Like it could be $10, $5, whatever. Obviously if it's going to be $10 it's going to be more items, but you're not using real money to buy fake money to buy items, like one or two of them. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And then, on top of that, they have already released patch notes for day one of The Division, patch 1.1. And this is really exciting because they're fixing a lot of things, like the turrets in the Dark Zone. I can't tell you how many times I've gone rogue using a turret, and my turret accidentally hit another player who's not hostile. And I went rogue. I was like, no, I didn't mean it. Please don't kill me. And then they're like, death to her. And I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. So they fixed that. Your turret should not shoot at non-hostiles, and it will only shoot at things that are trying to kill you automatically. So hopefully that'll be fixed.
Speaking of updates, Minecraft got their nice update recently for 1.9.
Minecraft 1.9 will include added shields, Ender Dragon to be resummoned, dual wielding, finally, new mob Shulker, armor protection values have been lowered. Attacking has new cooldown delay, making it more important to time your attacks, and expanded the end.
And, that's going to be interesting to see, because I want to know what the whole Shulker thing is about. I might do some research on that later, ask some devs. But I like the addition of the Ender Dragon being resummoned instead of just having the end.
Exactly.
And
the dual wielding.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That will be awesome.
Moving on, another update is for the PS4 software. Yeah, I know, I can't wait, because they've announced what's going to be in the update. It includes remote play on PCs other than Vizio laptops and computers. And it's not just for PC, it's for Mac as well. So people can finally be in a classroom or something if they're bored.
I heard that they might be expanding party size from like 8 to a higher number.
Yeah.
I really hope that's true.
Well,
Those parties can be a little crazy.
I'm not always near my PlayStation or my TV. I'm always on half a mile away from my place or more. So now, like between classes or something, I can just play on my laptop, and that's gonna be really fun. Yeah.
More procrastination. Yes.
Speaking of updates, Xbox having a hardware update.
Finally,
let's go Xbox. For updates, Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, talked about the future of hardware innovation. I mean, actually, backwards compatibility to 360 games, finally.
Well, and yeah, I know, because they've been trying to experiment with that with digital games, but now you can actually take the physical games and backwards compatibility with that.
Literally, yeah, exactly. I know for past year they had some games come out, but it's not full.
No, it's just little games here, little games there.
Dropping this.
It's still better than PlayStation though, because PlayStation actually has to rent it.
Yes, but I'm glad PlayStation is also getting software updates.
Alright.
And speaking, also not only software update, but also cyber updates, protecting cyber Xbox. Back in November, Microsoft opened what they call a Cyber Defense Operations Center, which controls the cybersecurity threats on a daily basis. And they did this because last year they spent over $1 million on security, and they thought that was a bad idea.
Yeah, well, as we saw with not only the Xbox, PlayStation 2, security really needs to be improved in consoles.
For all consoles to be successful.
Yeah. I think the only console that really has a good security, because I don't think we've ever heard of a Nintendo hack, have we?
Never.
They need some. Yeah, Microsoft and Sony need to take some notes.
Yeah.
Because according to what I've heard, Nintendo is uncrackable when it comes to security. Which is good because it's a family platform, and I honestly wouldn't want my information out there.
Yeah, exactly. No.
And Steam too. Steam got hacked. PC gamers were like, "Yo, like Steam hasn't been hacked ever," and then like 2 weeks later, Steam got hacked, and everybody's personal information was released.
Exactly.
No, and speaking of gaming, Fallout 4 season pass price increase.
Yeah, like $30 increase.
Yeah, no.
Their $20 to $30 increase. Everybody is pissed.
Oh, I am too.
Well, I heard a lot of people are angry just with the whole base game and continuing because there's not a whole lot of content that was really anemic. And then for them to say, well, we're going to give you downloadable content and you can get it cheaper using this season pass for only $30, people are like, okay, I could see spending $30 to get more content. But spending like $60 or $50 for more content, that's like buying a whole nother game.
Well, they did say that the amount of content they're putting in there is like a whole other game. They did admit that. That's so true.
Something's a little off. If it went from $30 to $50 or $60 to buy DLC season
pass,
you're
buying a new game.
Yeah, you're basically buying a new game, but I'm kind of curious because they haven't released too much information about what it's going to contain. So, I mean, I've already bought the season pass when the price was still $20.
That's smart.
$30. No, it was $30 when I bought it.
I have to double check, but I thought I did, unless it was the season pass for Witcher that I thought I purchased.
Anyway, but like I got the season pass when it was still $30. I'm still mad that everyone who's going to get the game from now on, who's going to want these expansions, are going to have to pay a lot more money to get it.
Yeah.
That's kind of unfair to those people who didn't have enough money to buy it back whenever the season pass first came out.
And they still have to buy it.
Yeah. I understand this content. The amount of content they're releasing for season pass is going to be a lot more than they originally planned for.
Finish the game.
Yeah, but finish the game first.
Finish the game. Same as Battlefront. I know off subject, but still.
Battlefront, Destiny, a lot of other games have issues with not releasing the full game. That's the problem with modern video games. They release a section of the full game, and then they release the rest of the full game in expansion packs.
They release it like TV series.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. They get you hooked, and then they're like, well, you want more? Here's like a $20 expansion pack.
Exactly.
But on good news, if you play out Fallout Shelter, they added crafting, which is awesome, because now I can craft weapons, and they also have like an outfit station, which I have now. I also have the crafting station. I was able to build a couple guns, which is nice, because being invaded by raiders all the time.
Oh, that gets annoying, man. Like, because you have to have at least the vault can hold 1 or 2 people and you have to like constantly defend it, and that means taking away from your other resources that you like the water pumps or the power station. It just takes away from that, and it'd be nice to have turrets up there so you don't actually always have to have that place manned.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
So in gaming news, more in gaming. This just in a Brennan magazine recently said about the new Call of Duty Ghost 2. And Activision confirmed that the next Call of Duty game was being made by Infinity Ward. Which, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right
They're the ones that made some of the Modern Warfare.
Exactly.
Everybody loved Modern Warfare.
They also said the release date. They didn't say when it's going to be released.
Yeah, they didn't release the date.
They gave us a hint.
They never say when they're going to release a new awesome game because they want you to pay attention.
Yeah. The only thing they said was the release date also fits in with their Call of Duty release schedule.
Which is always November.
Exactly.
It's always October,
it's always
November.
Close to Christmas time. Yeah. So it's safe to assume that Call of Duty Ghost 2 will be released in November 2016.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But also, the same article mentioned about Battlefield 5 and Destiny 2.
Well, Destiny 2 has been confirmed by the developers.
Mm-hmm.
They did say in a previous weekly update that, yeah, I know, I'm excited for that, but they said sometime in 2017.
Also, Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5 has not been confirmed, but
I'm
excited to see. Yeah, there's very heavy rumors.
Gameplay.
Yeah, very heavy evidence behind it.
Yes.
I honestly don't even know why they just haven't already announced it.
I really wish that this is true.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Call of Duty Ghost 2 won't be as bad as Ghost, the first Ghost, because I know some people that had mixed reviews. I didn't like Ghosts. It wasn't as great as like Modern Warfare series.
No, it was not.
Not at all.
They had big shoes to fill.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see the parody video of Lord's song? What is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it's a parody about campers and they're playing Call of Duty Ghost. It was so funny. I was
also,
like, oh my lord. With IEDs and like dogs, and it was just hilarious. I was like, oh my god, no.
I'll put the link to that in the description, so if you guys.
Yeah, you have to watch it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, go check out the description for all the links for all these articles and that video that he just mentioned. They better not mess this Call of Duty up because they were on a really good roll of Modern Warfare and they kind of like took a dive with Ghosts.
They did.
They did not live up to their expectations. But there's also rumors saying that it also could be Modern Warfare 4.
Yes.
So it could be either be Ghost 2 or Modern Warfare 4. But
I really personally would prefer Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah.
Just to continue off the story. Because I just love the game because of the story.
Yeah.
That's
Plus,
why I buy the game.
I feel like maybe Ghost would be futuristic, and I hate this whole futuristic thing.
I want to go back to the past. I'm done with this
whole future
crap.
I mean,
I like it.
What was the game series? There was another game series that did that. Ghost Recon. They abandoned after Future's older. They abandoned the futuristic thing. They've gone back to modern day, and it worked for them.
Yeah, exactly. So, also new game news, Titanfall 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. GameStop is putting up advertising for Titanfall 2 this recent months.
And just at the end of this past week, they actually were forced into an official announcement.
Exactly.
Because there were so many it was so obvious that they were hiding it. Because GameStop put up posters, there was articles in newspapers. It was getting to the point where I followed this story most out of the entire week because it was so hilarious that there's so many advertisements for it and there was not an official announcement yet.
Yeah.
But they finally officially announced it. There's got it over with.
Yeah. But there's no footage yet.
No.
No gameplay yet.
And I don't think they will because that seems to be the thing this year. If you think about other games coming out later this year, have they ever released
Nothing.
For Honor?
Nothing.
No Man's Sky, there's been very limited gameplay footage.
Little. Not even.
Just enough to get that taste on your tongue to want to pre-order it.
Just like a tease.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they, the article said that the unveiling gameplay footage will probably be shown before the EA's 2016 press conference.
Oh, yeah.
And it will have a single-player campaign.
Oh,
it will.
Good. That is an issue nowadays.
And the date it was supposed to come out is March 31st of next year.
I might actually get that.
Yeah.
In other news, Uncharted 4. This has been, like, Titanfall had their struggle this week. Uncharted 4 has had its struggle. The release date keeps getting pushed back over and over. It keeps getting announced. Yes, it's confirmed. There's an Uncharted 4. It's called Thief's End. It's available for pre-order. Everybody knows it's coming out. But the set release date, keeps getting pushed back month by month by month. by month, and it's getting annoying.
Mm-hmm.
There was the other day, they announced another release date. Yesterday, they announced another one. I'm pretty sure they announced another one today. Just settle on one and stick with it. Because
they're probably worried about quality.
Moving around.
They want you guys to really love it.
Yeah, and they're doing this with Kingdom Hearts too.
You know, just maybe make it all the way in the back and just like solidify that. Like that's the end point right there.
Yeah.
The Vision also got kicked back.
Yeah, the Vision got kicked back.
We were talking about 2 years ago.
It's been a trend recently, just kick back games over and over. Well, Destiny content packs and expansion packs keep getting kicked back.
But the big question is that a good thing? I think it's a good thing. I mean,
it gets gamers on their edge about it.
It does, but
and then they get like really excited. Like with the Division, you saw how much excitement there was when they finally announced an official like permanent release date.
And the game looks beautiful.
And it looks very beautiful. And I know the game's not for everyone. If you're used to first-person shooters, the Division's probably not going to be your piece of pie because first-person shooters are fast-paced. There's a difference between fast-paced first-person shooters and kind of a slower-paced third-person shooter where you hide behind cover and fire blindly, and like there's a big difference. And I think
it's cover-based shooting, so that one's going to be interesting because I've never played a game with cover-based shooting. Like in Destiny, you can just stand out in the open and take a good few hits before you start to die. In the Division, you can't do that. You have to hide, otherwise you're going to die really fast.
Well, another announcement. Life is Strange. I don't know if either one of you are familiar with this game. Life is Strange was a story-based episodic game, 5 episodes. I don't like episodic games, just to put it out there. No, it wasn't a Telltale game. It was made by Square Enix.
Okay.
It was a story of teenage drama, but not like teenage drama like you see on TV. It was like they actually had a teenage drama that was actually realistic to what teens are having trouble with these days, which is a big change. Kind of felt like a Degrassi of video games, but less drama. Still a little bit more drama. There was a twist to it though, because you could rewind time and like go back and change your decisions, because it was a decision-based game, and you can interact with the world in many different ways. And what you did was what the outcome was. It affected it, and that was real. But if you made a mistake, you just go back, rewind, and do it again. If you keep doing it, there's like 3 or 4 different endings to the story. And honestly, I haven't even finished the first ending yet because the game was so big, and that's why I didn't mind the episodic content so much, because each episode had at least a couple of hours worth of play in.
Do you have to pay for each episode?
You can pay for each episode, or you can pay $19.99 for the full
completion of the game.
The season pass, the director's content, all of that stuff. You can buy the season pass for $19.99. I don't know if it's still going on, but recently PlayStation Store had a deal where it was like $9.99 for all 5 episodes, which is like amazing. And I think each episode's like $4 or $5. Totally worth it. Yeah, I had the first episode on Xbox. When I moved to PlayStation, I lost all of them. So I just re-got them recently, and I started playing again. It's really nostalgic. And I'm actually seeing stuff for the first time because I never finished anything past the first episode.
Sounds very interesting, though.
Yeah, but the developers of this game have released an announcement somewhat. They've released screenshots of their new project called Vampire. Same developer. This game looks completely different from Life is Strange. It's a huge, like, I don't even know. I want to call it a 180 flip, but it's even more than that. This game has turned from, I guess they kind of kept the supernatural aspect to it. Same creators, same everything. Same developers, same creators, everybody.
Same concept?
No, it's a game they're producing right now. It's called Vampire. It looks like a supernatural version of Life is Strange. I know Life is Strange does have supernatural elements like the time travel thing, but like this is more like monsters and like beasts coming out of the ground. Like this is like full supernatural type stuff. And it looks really interesting.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It does.
And finally, we have a release date. Moving on, we have a release date now for No Man's Sky. Oh my gosh, does this game look amazing. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Star Citizen for you PC gamers. It's like an expansive universe. You can just go explore, shoot stuff. Like you can actually, like, the interactions you have with NPCs decide the outcome. Like, it's a full game experience from what I see. And I don't get limited editions normally. I don't get collector's editions, but I might actually get the collector's edition for this one. Just because it looks like it's a complete game, which is rarity nowadays. It looks like they've put so much time and so much effort into this. And I've known about this game for a while now. I've known about this game since they first announced it a couple years ago, I think. But they finally set the release date for June, late June. And I am so going to pre-order it, and I'm so going to get that collector's edition because it comes with a ship. and it comes with some cool in-game content that I would love, like new weapons and stuff. But it is a shooter. It is space exploration. Like, honestly, think it's probably what Destiny should be. Because, I mean, I know there's limited stuff you can do with Destiny. I know, like, I'm a fan of Destiny, you're a fan of Destiny. Well, okay, but the cool thing is, it's like Destiny where you can go down on the planet and explore, but you can... But there's more planets, because it's all randomly generated.
Alright.
As I quote from the developers, not a human hand has not touched any of these planets. It is generated all by math.
Really?
Everything in that game is randomly generated by math.
That would actually be pretty cool.
Alright.
That is.
Wow.
The only thing they developed was the algorithm to create the program. And the cool thing is you actually get to learn new languages because you have to learn the languages of the aliens in order to communicate with them.
That's cool.
So I might be speaking a new language in a few months.
I hope not.
Instead of being translated to English, you actually have to learn the language on that planet. And you can name your planets.
It's different.
You can name the planets?
You can name your planets.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm going to pre-order that game now.
Yeah, I know. Soul Surfer said he's going to name his planet when he gets it.
All of the planets shall be Pluto. Universe.
Yeah, no, it looks like a great, like, complete game. Like, I'll link the trailer down below. I like the... It's very colorful, very vivid game. It's almost like... It's not cel-shaded, but it's very bright.
Yeah.
It pops, and I like that. I like the art style, I like the game, I like the amount of customization that put into it. And the amount of content, like, it just over-exceeds its expectations. But they haven't released too much, like, footage of it. But they set a release date, there's details, there's, like, full details about the game now. I'm just waiting to, like, get my paycheck so I can pre-order it.
Do you feel like that game might get pushed?
It might be the most popular game of 2016. It might win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping it does just because it's such an amazing looking game. But it looks like it could win Game of the Year. I'm also pushing for Star Citizen to get, like, come out of its little penny shell it's been in for a while because that looks like such an amazing virtual reality PC game. Oh, speaking of virtual reality, No Man's Sky is also PlayStation virtual reality compatible. I know.
That's cool.
PS4 owners can use their PSVR headset with No Man's Sky.
Nice.
Which, there's not a lot of games that can play that. It's going to be so
Game
awesome.
Informer did say it's the virtual reality of your virtual reality game. This whole year is all about virtual reality.
Yeah. Exactly.
So.
Well, more on gaming news. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh.
And in the new Civilization 5 mod, you can play as Donald Trump in your own
community. That's terrible.
And you can, that's not even the terrible part. The terrible part is you can build the Great Wall of America.
Great Wall.
That's what the game's calling it.
And you can make other countries pay for it.
Yeah.
Other countries pay for it.
It is so perfect. So if you want to see what Donald Trump would look like as president, you need to get this mod for Civ 5 for PC.
No.
It looks amazing.
It's not meant to be played as serious, but it's supposed to entertain.
It's supposed to be a comedic mod.
The developer mod said it's not supposed to be so to take this seriously, but more entertain. And it's in the Donald Trump description in the game it says, "I'm Donald Trump, Supreme Dictator of the United States and CEO of Trump Industries. I am not a nice person."
Obviously.
Trump's UA is called Make America Great Again.
I just want to do a political disclaimer that we're not showing any of our political viewpoints at all. We're just making fun of the fact that someone actually took the time to make a mod
just for Donald
Trump. And you can build the Great Wall of America across the Mexican border
and make them pay for it.
And make them pay for it. It is going to be so entertaining to see where that heads.
There's more about this mod.
Oh gosh.
The first time you achieve the golden age with Trump, it lasts forever, but there's a catch. Your population gains 100% unhappiness.
Oh gosh.
You can your resources and your building queues get halted. So if I were you playing as Trump, then don't get a golden age.
No.
Like you said, the Great Wall of China is calling it Great Wall of America to make citizens happy across Trump's entire civilization, and it gives his combat units a performable bonus because of safety and security. This is the most interesting part. The military, which is infantry, which is lowest sensitive, it's called Border Patrol.
Oh my gosh.
They're faster, than regular infantry, but are weaker in combat.
Oh my god.
If they
They
learn,
aren't getting paid much.
no, they're not. If they learn experience points, they can learn how to take greater benefits from fighting. Okay, but there's a downfall to this mod. You need the God and Kings expansion pack to play with this. But
I mean,
that's
it's a
worth
good deal.
it. That's worth it.
It's worth it good for
If
some
you
good
want to
laughs.
play as Donald Trump, and the mod's free too on Steam
Yeah.
Workshop. This is
I'd say go
a
for
mod
it
for
the
you.
expansion.
If you're
Hey, I'd say go for it, yeah. It looks like it's a little
this might
serious.
get a mod for you.
No.
Alright, it's that time again. It's time for the question of the day. You know what to do. Drop them right down in the comments below, and if we see any, we'll read them off next episode. This is the question of the day. And I'll let you two go at it after I say it.
Alright.
Should there... yeah. Should games have a better single-player campaign story, a better story? Because right now, nowadays, it seems like some games have even cut out the campaign. Like Rainbow Six Siege. I know these games are more multiplayer-based, but it seems like the campaign is done. There's not a lot of games that have campaigns anymore. People buy games for multiplayer experience. Seems like that's what they buy them for now. But should there be also an option to play as single player and have an actual story behind it?
I think that's gamer's choice. Me personally, as a gamer, I love having the single player campaign and the multiplayer because I want to be able to go off and play on my own, but at the same time I want to be able to go off and play with multiple people.
And that's what Call of Duty has been about. Call of Duty has always had the campaign and multiplayer at the same time, so you get to choose what you do.
Now they're making games like Star Wars Battlefront to be a good example.
Star Wars Battlefront doesn't have a campaign, and that a lot of gamers are mad about that.
The guy from the movie that played Finn, John Boyega, contacted EA and said, "We want a single-player campaign for this."
And see, Battlefield was a prime example when I was researching this. Battlefield was a prime example of what gamers want. They want a single-player campaign for Battlefront. They want a single-player campaign, and I know, like, Rainbow Six has the situation, but those don't really do anything. Those aren't really story. They're just, like, tutorials.
Exactly. But we know, because John Boyega definitely actually tweeted to EA that what happened to the old-fashioned Battlefront 1 and 2, like Galactic Conquest and
those were the good
Mystic
ones.
Action. Yeah. So, and EA responded back, "Oh, in time we will." So, you know what that means.
In time,
Never.
2 years from now.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Battlefront 2, maybe.
Well, and also, like, think about this. Without single-player campaign stories, we wouldn't have have characters to cry over, like Soap or Ghost. Soap.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have these characters, these memorable characters in a book. You have memorable characters when you read a book. You have memorable characters when you watch a show, a movie. So why not video games as well? Video games tell a story.
Personally,
they always have.
Personally, that's why I buy the game. That's why.
But most games nowadays seem to not have the story. It seems to rely on the lore.
Yeah.
You don't have the lore in the game. It's mentioned here and there from NPCs in multiplayer. Sometimes you can read them like the Grimoire cards in Destiny. People don't want to have to go in there and read that. They want to play through it.
And all these multiplayers, like all these Infinity War, Axiom, how is Telltale Games beating us? Like, because everybody likes the story. He likes the story concept. Everybody wants to be part of the story.
And I know I personally don't like the episodic, but if it tells a story, then I'm cool with it. If it tells a good story, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, exactly. There's still gamers out there that really love stories and really get attached.
I want to get attached to one character. And if they die, I'm gonna cry.
Exactly.
Like Soap.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Sorry if you guys haven't played Modern Warfare yet. Soap dies.
Great game.
But yeah, like,
no.
Like, what do you guys think? Like, drop it down in the comments below. Do you think more single player games should have campaigns or not? Just defend your answer.
Well, gamer preference.
And
I know there's some people who only play Destiny for PvP.
Yeah.
There's some people who only play Destiny for...
after a while, and we want something more.
And that's why people stop playing those games. They're repetitive.
People stop playing Destiny. A lot of people dropped off Destiny. The numbers of Destiny, I know, took a hike during Christmas, but then they dropped after that. Because there's no story. And I know, especially during year one, like, oh my gosh, the amount of story was like, oh yeah, I have no time to explain why I have no time to explain. Get out of there.
And that's why you do these add-ons, just to get you back and just figure out, hey, look, here's get $60 for the pass. Oh, look, every month. Yeah, but every month, it's going to feel repetitive over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
The new stuff's going to feel repetitive. Well,
that's how we feel. We're going to leave it at that until next week. We'll see you guys next Saturday, same time. Thanks for watching.